Each location you unlock has an introductory stamp for visiting that place at least once. The first stamp you'll get for the Waterfront Square is a reward for a quest from Tilda, when she asks you to introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor and gives you a journal to help you keep track of birthdays, events, stamps you won, sales, characters you've met, a lot of stuff. If you scroll to the left of your shop, Walt is sitting on a few steps in front of some sheds. He sells maritime items every day, which is important for some quests and stamps later on. Click on him to start speaking with him. When you introduce yourself, you'll receive the Ahoy Matey stamp, and he'll issue a challenge leading to your next stamp to sell books to 20 sailors. The sailors in the game all have stereotypical old-school fishing caps and sweaters, so you can visually distinguish them from townsfolk and tourists later on when tourists visit the town. You can lure sailors into your shop by having maritime decorations. Click on the buoy behind Walt to get a free maritime decoration, and you'll buy others from him over time. This is a passive challenge, so just post up at the Waterfront Square with a bunch of travel and classic books. Walt tells you these are the genres his friends really like. They also buy a lot of fact books, so while you have limited space, that'll be the third genre for you to stock as backup. There's a tracker in the upper left side of your screen so you can see your progress easily. It's an icon of a book with a number out of 20 below the weather display. When you reach 20 books sold to sailors, you'll automatically receive the stamp Collected stamp. Click on Walt to talk to him. He'll congratulate you, he'll give you a free maritime decoration, and issue a new challenge. This time you have to decorate your shop with 3 maritime decorations. This is required to gain access to the fish market on Wednesdays. When you're working on your daily bookshop decoration changes, look for items with the anchor icon to know for sure that they're maritime decorations. Most of them are kind of common sense to associate with the sea, like an oar or buoys. If you try to go to the fish market in the Waterfront Square on Wednesdays without winning this challenge first, the local sailors will be grumpy with you. You're basically intruding on their space and not showing that you're one of them, so you get a sales debuff, making you lose a 25% sales chance and 2 recommendations that day. Walt will also tell you to come back when you've shown more maritime spirit. As soon as you have 3 maritime decorations set up for your shop, talk to Walt again to unlock access to the fish market. He'll be excited that you're showing maritime spirit, give you the Ship Happens stamp, and give your shop a ship name if you don't pick one of the pre-made options. When he asks for your shop's ship name and you don't choose Destiny or SS Scampy, he'll name your shop Bookstonia. This isn't an official name, it's just what he calls your shop. Visit the next Wednesday to get access to the fish market. Tilda tells you beforehand that the fish market is great, but you'll have to get used to the smell. By now, you will likely have noticed a stray dog to the right of your shop hanging out at the waterfront. You can pet the dog in this game. When you do, you'll receive a quest to feed him. Walt lets you know that he sometimes feeds the dog fish and that it shouldn't be sleeping outside, but he can't adopt the dog because he's away at sea too often. Once you gain access to the fish market, post up for the day at the waterfront on a Wednesday and buy a raw fish from Walt for 12 gold, then scroll back to the dog and click on him. You'll get the option to feed him, so feed him the raw fish and you'll receive the Feed the Stray stamp as a reward. When you pet or feed him, he'll get a little star and hearts animation around his face. When you go back to your shop, the dog will come up to you and you'll get the option to keep him. Select yes in the options, then you'll be able to select his name and you'll receive the Adopt the Dog stamp. If you're playing on Steam like I am, you'll also receive a Steam achievement called Good Boy. You'll then be prompted to name him. You'll get a few name options to call him Buddy, Behemoth, or Bailey. The dog will be available as a decoration for your shop every day, and you can pet or play tricks with him by clicking on him. He'll fetch a ball but doesn't know how to roll over. Other townsfolk will also interact with him and comment on how cute he is. He provides a sales buff as well, so when you have him equipped and provide a successful book recommendation to a customer, you'll get 2 extra gold from their purchase. It'll cost you 3 gold to have him out every day, but the extra gold as a result of book recommendations that are successful means that each day you have a profit from having him equipped. Later on, you'll also be able to buy a dog bed for him for 200 gold, but that's not something to worry about right now. Once you've worked through to adopt the dog, you will have all of the summer year 1 stamps available for the Waterfront Square.